Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Sabine Wren from Star Wars. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to a Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, size. I gotta make sure the size works and then boom. Okay, that's it. Usually when I start, I like to start with the chest, and that'll determine how big it's got to be versus the rest of the body, and placement and size. So, like I said, if I draw too small, well, it's too small. If I draw too big, it's going to fall off the page. So I kind of gauge that by how I want to place the body, how much I want to fit on here, because a lot of times too, I'm trying to fit within this, frame, and that's really determining the size of the character, because I try to make it fit as much as possible without falling off, and I want to use as much. I don't want to draw this big when we've got this whole entire screen to work with. Unfortunately, I don't have anything over here, so I want to make sure I maximize my real estate, my video screen real estate. So what you saw me doing before was resizing too, because I realized, like, oh, that's not going to work, or that's going to fall off the page kind of thing. So I just kind of resize as I go with that initial sketch. And that's why you want to sketch first and plan. A good plan will get you a good drawing. A sketchy plan will get you a sketchy drawing. You know what? I'm full of jokes. They're not always good, but I'm full of jokes. I was voted not class clown, but Smiling John. That's what they called me, because I was a smiling guy. But yeah, now that I think about it, I was never a class clown. I just like to make people laugh. And so, like I said, they're not good jokes, but I got jokes. Okay. Right, that might work. It feels a bit long right here, a little bit long. So let me lower this down a little bit. Maybe that's what it is. I've got the waist too high. That's it. That's what it was. The waist was too high. I had the belt way super high. And that's all. So that should work right there. Okay. Okay, cool. That'll work. And again, that's what resizing is about. You gotta, look at your drawing, think about where you are and where you want to go. And if you gotta reshape, redraw. Don't ever feel that like, well, that's what it is. That's where we're gonna go. I mean, it's your drawing. You do what you want to do. Ooh, that's big. That's a really big hand. Okay. Let's see. Where do her gloves go? Gloves go back down right there. I want to do a hand like this. It's gonna hold the pistol, the laser pistol. I've kind of gotten away from. I don't want to draw guns, but I've kind of gotten away with drawing them by saying, well, they're laser pistols. Or for the G.I. Joe series, like, well, these are army people, so I'll do that, I don't know, there's a part of me that doesn't want to promote violence. So, I don't draw them for, like, Fortnite. I don't know. There's just a part of me is like, you know what? If you want to do it, if you want to draw them and or use them in Fortnite or whatnot, okay, I get it, you know. But I don't want to promote that stuff, especially now with the way things are. Things are crazy in this world. You know, the less we not promote. That's not the word I'm looking for. I know that was earlier, but not this time. The less we glorify guns, the better. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's a crazy world. It's a crazy world, and I want everybody to be careful and be safe. And you know, you do what you want in your own time. This is my time, and I'm just gonna, you know, leave the guns out of it for now. But if it's a laser pistol, okay. You know, I get it. I get it. So, you know, I'm okay with that. Although, I'm not gonna lie, that does kind of seem kind of very, what do you call it? Selective, you know. It's like, well, I'm okay when I need it, you know. That's the kind of thing. It's like I'm real quick to judge and say, no, that's not okay unless I need it, you know. So, and you know, double standard, I guess. You know, what are you gonna do? All right, so I think I've chosen to draw her holding her helmet. Like, I had this oh my gosh, what is I'm drawing a blank on the other one. I am so sorry right now. But anyway, well, let's just say, yeah, because I'm not going to sit here and try to guess for hours. I couldn't remember the other character's name that I drew a helmet, and I put the helmet on her. I said, you know what, I'm going to put it on and not worry about the face. But I did. I had the dilemma of, well, what do I do? Because I want to do both, you know? And so I had to just choose. I had to say, well, we're gonna draw her with the helmet on. Oh my gosh, what's her name? The one who has the black saber. Ugh. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it. Not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna keep going with this. What's hard is I can't turn my paper, so I have to just keep drawing. And go with the angles the way they are. Tricky. It's tricky, but hey, I chose this. This is the life I chose, right? Okay, that looks good. So let me just draw a face for her real fast. I'm also looking at cosplay pictures to see what other people did, like how they did it. Man, some of those are really, really awesome. Like the paint jobs. This is going to be really fun. Okay, gotcha. Let's do. Okay. Okay, looks good. I'm trying to remember the 3-eye rule. You know, there's supposed to be another eye in between your eyes. So I'm trying to remember that when I do the spacing. Well, I mean, I'm trying to remember everything whenever I do this. Not just how to draw the eyes, but I gotta remember how to draw the rest of the face too. But yeah, but sometimes I draw them a little too close. And so it helps to remember, oh yeah, 3 eyes. That should place it correctly. And other tricks like that. We should also talk about drawing tricks, like, you know, was it 7 heads to the height, stuff like that, you know? I guess that's something else we should cover whenever we're talking about stuff. But this is mostly how I draw. Well, I mean, this is 100% how I draw. So, you know, I just have to remember that. I just gotta remember how I draw, and then we'll we'll build off of this. But I should talk about other stuff too, like how you do that and how this is and where this goes and who put this where and why this smells that way and stuff like that, right? Okay, it's going to do higher. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. I think that sketch is going to work out. Let's erase some of these sketch lines and keep the confidence lines, because I want my Sharpie to stand out, not my pencil lines. And I don't need all these lines anyway. Well, for me, if you're working with pencil, you just keep going. You start drawing darker. I just want my Sharpie to stand out, so that's why I gotta erase this. But okay, so I say we welcome everybody that skipped. Ooh, I feel like my paper needs to be taped down better. Good. Stay down. You be good. All right. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen. Mostly a fine point, but a pen's a little finer than a fine point. You can find things that a fine point can't quite find. Sketch the entire thing out. I've erased a majority of the sketch lines, but used the confidence lines they're still there, still visible, that I can use to guide me. And I'm going to start off with a Sharpie pen. And she does have her hair that kind of flips over. Her mask is over here, by the way. I do have her hair kind of flopping over, just a little over the eye. So I kind of want to do that first, and then we'll draw the eyes. So I've got the head right here. I'm going to draw the hair over like this. And that kind of guides me as to where I can put the eyes or how much is going to get covered up. So I'm going to draw the one eye over here like this. That's the top of the eye. Remember, there's one in between. Down like this. Now again, that one's covered up a little bit by the hair, so that's why I wanted to make sure I've got the placement right. So I'm going to draw some retinas, the color part, just a little bit like this. And again, it's so tiny, all I can do is add just a little bit of the pupil like that. And that's it. I can't draw any more because it's going to get, it's going to bleed and disappear. So all I'm going to do is come in just a little bit for the eye, the bottom of the eye. We are drawing the eye, right? The bottom part, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of makeup on the top here, like that. But I don't want to draw underneath at this size because it'll bleed on me. If you're drawing it big enough to do it, go for it. Me, not going to work. So that's all I'm going to do for the eyes, right? Now I'm going to draw some eyelids. Eyelids. I'm all over the place with my words today. Eyebrows, like this. All right, and I can do the other one like that. But see, that's why I wanted to make sure I drew that first, because it goes underneath that. And for her nose, let's just come in here and do a little bit of, do the main bulb like that. Come in here and do some nostrils. Ooh, that's a little big. See if I can fix that. And do like that. That's it. I want to draw the bulb and the edge and all that, but that's not a hard edge, and I would rather do that with color than draw a big old huge black hard edge for the nose, because you want to make that subtle. That's what you want to do. Okay, so I'm going to draw her mouth like that, and I'm going to draw some lips a little bit, because it's so tiny. There's only so much I can fit in here. And then I'm going to draw her jaw right here. And I'm going to start to get thicker with it too, because once I switch over to this Sharpie, it's a huge difference. So I'm trying to get it to look about the same. I know what it's going to look like, so that's why I'm trying to prep it like that. So let's work our way back this way. I'm going to draw, that's her chin, so I'm going to draw her jawline up like this. She's got a thin face. And the nice thing too about when you thicken up edges like this, you can kind of clean stuff up. If it wasn't quite smooth, you can kind of hide a few things. If you're working with pencil, you just clean it up with a pencil. All right, so I'm going to draw up to her cheek, and this is going to be her ear like this. Now her hair is covering up a lot of this stuff over here too, so let's draw the hairline down like this, like that, and over like that. So that'll kind of cover up her hairline, okay? We're going to say it's split down the middle like this. So I'm going to do some lines, but not all of them, because I want color to take care of it. Okay. There we go. So, let's build it over this way, and then we can worry about the ear over here and what we can see too. So, let me do this. Like that. That'll give us the edge that we can build up to now, because a lot of times I gotta have a start-stop point, because I don't want to draw through something, so I want to make sure I know where it's gonna stop. Alright, so cool. Look at that too, with her hair, we kind of made cheekbones, so that's kind of a nice little accent to her face. Unintentional, but a nice welcome surprise. And see her ears like that, and so now, again, I'm gonna draw some hairlines coming up. This. Alright. Again, I'm going to start to thicken it up just a little bit. It's hair, so I don't want to go too crazy, but I kind of do. You know, it's kind of like when I say I don't want to draw the hair, I do. I want to draw the hairline so bad, but trying to keep it simple. Okay, so there we go. I think we'll leave it like that, and work down towards her body now. I'm going to draw her neck, and that's the last I'm going to use for her face. I'm going to switch over to the big Sharpie. Start working on her outfit. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find a good picture for reference. How about we'll do that one? That'll work. That gives me enough. Okay, so let's draw her her collar of her shirt here. Now see how thick this is? Again, that's why I was trying to match and try to make it look close, so it doesn't stand out too much. Okay, and there are shoulder pads, so I'm gonna, tiny little shoulder pads. Like that. And then her I guess clavicle pads, right? Because these are her shoulders, that's her clavicle. Okay, sorry to get all technical on you. So let's draw this shoulder pad, and this arm is raised up holding a gun. So I'm gonna do one of these, raised up just a little bit. This one will be lower. Let's go ahead and do it so you see where we are. Like that. And so for her chest, because I kind of want to do that next, on this side at least, let's do something like this because of that chest piece. Where is it better? There we go. Because of that chest piece, I want to make sure it stands out. It's going to come down like this. And come down a little bit, and it's kind of a little, not midpoint, but sloped middle, I guess is what it is. We're gonna add just a little bit of detail, something like that. Color is really gonna make it stand out, but I just want to make sure. Look, it's not perfect. See, one side's like that, one kind of comes down like that. That's okay. That's fine. Don't worry about stuff like that. You just make it look good, and I like to draw creases and folds where there's material. You know, armor doesn't have creases and folds, but cloth does. Let's draw this arm. So now that I've got the side built in, I can come down here for a sleeve to the arm, down to the elbow like that. Let's go ahead and draw that sleeve. And again, I like to do stuff like that with a little bit of an accent that it's not as thick as the outline, it's just cloth, right? Okay, so here's her arm, and this is going to be her glove. That's why I was doing a stop point there. And let's draw the glove up to her wrist. Something like that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So she's going to be holding her pistol. And so the finger's up, so this one's going to come around underneath that. And then we're going to draw the handle. So I can draw the glove back in like that. So this finger is up here. We're going to draw the trigger guard, trigger, like that. Now I can draw the rest of the gun, just kind of making it up as I go too. I'm kind of going by it, but I'm not too worried about specific details. There we go. We'll add a little bit. But again, it's like a space gun, you know, so there's not too much we gotta really worry about. Can do anyway, right? Because again, it's a space gun. Alright, space gun away. Okay, so I'm gonna have her holding her helmet. That's why I didn't draw it on her. I decided with this one to have her holding the helmet instead of wearing it. And so you gotta think about that when you're drawing the rest of this here, because her arm's gonna go down, but her helmet, ooh, you know what, I gotta be careful. Ooh, I gotta fix that. The little, what's it, visor thing? That's gonna be kind of messed up in here. Or up in here, not messed up in here, but all kind of tucked in right there is what I'm trying to say. So we gotta make that work. So let's draw her side here, because here's how it's gonna be. Here's the little visor part, which is coming down, and then her hip is gonna get in the way because she's got it resting on her hip. So I'm gonna draw her hip now. And there's the belt. So the reason I did it like that is because the way she has it rested, this is in front, and then the helmet is behind. So I'm gonna come in here and draw the helmet. And then this is gonna get tricky because again, I've got different parts in front of different things. So bear with me. I'm gonna draw the helmet like this and come down. And this is gonna be the ear. But the hand wraps in front. So basically, do I have anything here? No, I don't. So basically, this is in front of, well, you're gonna see, just watch. So the hand, so her arm is coming down here, wrapped underneath, goes around underneath, and the hand is the only thing that's in front, because now all this arm is behind the helmet, and all you're gonna see of the hand are a couple of fingers. Okay? And that's it, because the rest is back behind, and then the inside of the helmet right there, and that's it. So you kind of have to guess and get right what's in front and what's in back, okay? So that's all we're gonna do for the hand. I know it looks kind of strange, but I mean, that's it, you know? Okay. But that's the nice thing about the way she's holding it, is we kind of get to decide how it's going to look. You know, we get to decide what's in front, what's in back. But because I have it resting on her hip, like I said, I want to make sure that it's that part is behind the hip, this part is in front of the arm, that kind of thing. You just kind of plan out what's what. Okay, so for the eyes, I'm just going to do one of these. And the nice thing is, I was talking about this in the sketches, I'm looking at cosplay helmets, and they do some awesome paint jobs, so it's going to be fun to color. This is tricky to not turn my paper, I'm telling you. You're lucky you can, because I do it too. It's exactly how I draw, by turning paper and stuff like that. But because I can't do it here, this is really hard. But it's a good challenge. Alright, so let's do the little swoops like that. And this one's going to come in here like that. And that's all we can really do with the helmet. Again, the rest will be color. But there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to draw her her body, so her rib cage down to her waist like that, and let's draw her belt. Okay, and she does have the little straps that go down, so I'm just going to accent it like that so I can bring them down to the side. The straps for her guns, her holster. Okay, and then let's draw the holster. side. This one, the gun is in there, but you know, it's again underneath the helmet because we planned it to be in front, behind, and that kind of thing. So all we can really do for the handle is do that, basically. That's all you can see. Alright, so there's her leg. So let's draw this one down here, down to the knee pad. Like that. And it's strapped in the back. So we can draw her leg to her crotch right there. This one's in front. So again, draw the knee pad. Okay, I'll add some detail in there in a second. Let's just get the basics of it done, then we'll get crazy here. So down to her boot. We'll do the same thing over here. So the armor type look to her boot. That's a little in. I should have had it bulged out a little bit for her calf, but that's okay. All right. Something like that. Do the same thing over here. That little protector thing in the front. This point of the shoe is pointed right at you. So we're just going to do it like that. And here, that's where I'm going to add some detail just to kind of, you know, start to fix things. Or not fix things, but highlight and accent. And this is why I like to keep this small Sharpie around, just to, you know, like I said, add some extra. Because this is cloth, I like adding little extra, you know, creases and folds. And obviously, in her pants right here, I like to add extra to everybody. Just because, you know, like I said, that's a lot of wear and tear or creases on your pants. So it just helps. There's some cool color, but I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna leave that for color. I'm just gonna highlight where bends would be. That's where I like to add creases and bends, because it really brings out the wear and tear of cloth. It's not armor, you know. Let's see. How about on the boots? On the boots, because it's more armor, there's that weird paint, like splatter paint is everywhere. So I'm not too worried about too much of detail on this. All right, something like that, just to give it a little bit of extra, you know. So there we go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Sabine Wren from Star Wars. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.